Peace, family. I'm clapping it up. I was having a little turn up over here before I came live with you all. I'm super excited about this call. We've been promoting this call consistently. The message has to spread. The message has to spread. Do more, dwell less. When dwelling becomes doing, magical things begin to happen. Like I have to talk to you guys about this concept. It's been an extreme game changer for me, for my team. When you really think about what's being said here, right? Do more, dwell less. I'm gonna break it down, but first and foremost, for those of you all who don't know or who may be tuning in for the first time, I am Coach Byron Gatsby. I am a serial entrepreneur and personal development mentor and coach. And some people may be like, "Oh, what qualifies you to be that?" God did, right? No, I just get it right. But God did. God is great. It's definitely a purpose that I've been blessed with, and I'm excited to be in alignment with, and just pushing forward to fulfill the mission. But it goes back, right? So this concept didn't just come along. I didn't just come along. Um, I've had an opportunity over the past 10 years plus to train and develop thousands of people across the country, starting with my career in sales and marketing for Fortune 500 giants, DirecTV and AT&T. I was the number one sales rep in the country for them. I started off entry level, no experience in the field, and I found my way. I was just hungry and just hustling. I was like what we like to call ignorance on fire, right? I was just in a place in my life where I really needed change. I really needed to experience growth. And so I took a chance on a new opportunity in sales and marketing, and it changed my life. And from that whole experience, which during the time of you guys being with me, speaking with me, getting to know more about my journey, I'm going to be sharing a lot more of the power that I gained from that experience during my time with DirecTV and AT&T. But from that time and experience, the concept of doing more and dwelling less was born, right? So I want to break that down with you guys today. We're in a time, and I don't even like to say we're in a time because life is always life, and life is always happening. So we're always going to be in times where challenges or where we're going through things where our obstacles are going to be present. And so when I was running my franchise, I was responsible for training and developing a lot of reps, right? So I had about 40 or 50 reps in my office at any given time. But I would also travel across the country and visit all the other offices and train and develop their sales reps as well. And these are all everyday people that's striving for an opportunity to build not only in their careers, but to have successful personal lives as well. And so what I sat back for a while and I will watch people, right? So it's very important, when you're going through things to kind of pause, be still, and watch what's going on around you because during that watching and meditation is where I personally was able to identify what was actually happening, right? And because I was able to identify what was actually happening, I was able to come up with a solution, right? And the solution was doing more and dwelling less. It's the foundation and the premise of my book, my digital guide, and the Do More Dwell Less campaign is going to expand and be so major, right? But I'm talking about sitting and watching. So I would sit and watch my guys, and I would talk to them, and they would always come to me, and we would dissect their day, and I would be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Starting off with what's going on. Why do you feel ask questions? Why do you feel like you aren't getting the results that you desire to see? Why do you feel that you weren't able to perform the way you wanted to perform today? And I never got an answer from them that said, I just can't do this, Byron, or it's just too hard, or maybe this isn't for me. I never got that kind of response from them. Instead, I always got a response of something like what was going on in their life. Like, my car is messing up, or, I fell out with my spouse yesterday, or, I'm behind on my bills, or, I'm stressed out, I'm not feeling well. It was always something personally going on with them that became the excuse, or to them the reason why they weren't able to perform and get the results that they were there to get, right? And so I used to always stress, I used to say, hey, I know you got all these stuff going on, but the bottom line is you're coming, you're showing up, and you're spending time out here in these stores, and you're here to make money. And we were getting paid on commission, right? So you come and you spend 6, 7, 8 hours, at a location, and you don't make no money, you're kind of going down bad. And so I would let them know that, and I would just really get them to stop and identify all of the things that they were saying to themselves and all of the reasons why they weren't making money and they weren't getting the results that they desired to see, because they were dwelling. There was always something going on. There was always something going on that was counterproductive to the things that they were saying out their mouth that they actually wanted to experience or do and get the results. So I said, wow, it was a reflection for me, because I realized that I had been guilty in moments of that too. But I also realized when I was speaking to them that all of that time and energy that was spent focusing on the problems were taken away from the time and energy that they could have invested in the solutions and getting results. And so as I began to constantly just study this thing, right? Obviously, you guys see my brand, my t-shirt, Entrepreneurs Are Us. I really went on a journey to study entrepreneurs. And what I found was that the difference between the successful entrepreneur, the main difference, I'll say, every entrepreneur does have, unique qualities, skills, passions, things that allow them to be successful. But the number one thing that I realized that all entrepreneurs, especially the most successful entrepreneurs, had was the ability to get shit done, right? The ability to get shit done, the ability to be committed, the ability to lay out a game plan, have a vision, have a goal, because all this stuff, for the most part, is unknown, it's unseen. We're all pursuing, a desire, a passion. We're pursuing a goal, we're pursuing a vision, something that we want to create. And be able to share with the world or give back to our family. So it's all entrepreneurs were operating and operate from a unique space. So I couldn't relate in that way, because their story was their story, as your story is your story, my story is my story, everybody's story is their story. But I started to say, hey, what's the difference? What's the main difference that I can identify between those who are being successful in getting things done and those who were having a hard time with that, right? And it just came to me. These people are constantly dwelling, they're worrying, they constantly have something going on that's taking more priority in their mental space, in their lives, than these people who were prioritizing their results. They were prioritizing their actions, they were prioritizing their goals, the things that they knew they wanted to see. They woke up and pursued those things consistently every single day. No matter what was going on, trial and error, ups and downs, they believed in it so much that they looked up, and after a while of that consistency, not only did the success appear and exist, but they stopped dwelling, right? So they were able to preserve and have the energy that was necessary in order to build something Great. So I just said, whoa, this makes sense. And so every morning I would go, I used to run morning meetings for my office, and I would have to, no matter how I was feeling, this is the other thing that really is crucial to this concept, right? When I was running my franchise and I had 40 or 50 reps in my office at any given time, I also realized that no matter how I felt that day, no matter how late I stayed up, no matter what kind of argument or what kind of stuff I was going through, I had to snap out of it. I couldn't embrace that. I didn't have time to embrace the dwelling because everybody in that office expected me to show up, right? And your goals and your dreams and the things that you are pursuing is sitting back waiting and expecting on you to show up. So you have to ask yourself, what's getting in the way of me showing up? What's getting in the way of me showing up? And I guarantee you, it's not going to be that I can't show up. It's not going to be that I'm not capable. It's not going to be that I just can't do this. It's going to be you're dwelling. You're dwelling. You're dwelling instead of doing. You're spending too much time planning instead of executing. You're spending too much time and you're giving too much energy to the things that are taken away from you instead of the things that are adding to you, right? And so, me personally, when I talk about, doing more and dwelling less in the book, right, which you guys make sure if you haven't already, check out the guide. I keep saying it, it's a life changer, it's a game changer. If you don't have this in your library and it's digital, right? The hard copies I haven't produced yet, but the digital copy, I created that because I knew it would be right there for you. It's so simple. It's not a long read. It's a digital guide that really will give you principles and give you reminders on a daily basis that will keep you up, keep you lifted, and focused on executing and achieving those goals. And I don't like a lot of times when we talk about like success in business. I've been extremely successful. I've failed in businesses. I've been back up, and it's constantly going on. So I don't like to focus on just the success aspect. I really want to dive into how willing and how us not being overly protective of our time, our energy, our ability to do and get done the things that we desire to get done so we can live and experience the lives that we desire to live. It's so important that we block out all of the negatives and all of the distractions. Easier said than done, right? No, you say it and then you do it, right? So if I'm committed and I know that, hey, this is taken away from me and where I want to be, what I want to see, and these things are added to me, that I literally can get up in that instance. I literally can get up in that moment and I can start saying no to this and I can start saying yes to this, right? And for me, what I realized what it was that my guys needed, and I was able to drive them to not only I myself being number one sales rep in the country twice for Fortune 500 giants, AT&T and T and DirecTV, but I was able to drive my team to where I had about six of my reps who became number one sales reps in the country. We're a top five office in the country, and we were winning strictly based on this concept that I was able to constantly remind them every day, hey, we're just not dwelling today. Leave the dwelling at the door. When you come into this office, when you come into your goals, we come to win, right? We come to get results. Entrepreneurs are us. Visionaries, right? We're new entrepreneurs, we're rising daily. So it's our job to take on the challenges. It's our job to curb the distractions. It's our jobs to protect the vision. It's our jobs to protect the motivation, to protect the energy, and to drive the growth, right? And this is so important to me to come and share with you guys this concept and this message because there's so much going on in the world right now. And as I did with my guys in my office, and I'm always looking to team build, I'm always looking to grow and identify, do systems, skills, and strategies to take all of my companies and all of my businesses to the next level, I realize, especially during the time that we're in now, so many people, there's a lot going on in the world, and I realize that so many people are being victimized by it. And what I mean by that is they're buying into the negatives. They're buying into everything that's going around them. They're getting caught up, and time is passing you by. You're dwelling. Do more, dwell less, right? Do more, dwell less. Really, I want anybody out there that's listening and watching this live stream today. I want you to sit back and I just want you to say that out loud. Do more, dwell less, right? Let's stop dwelling, people. Let's get active, right? Let's get to work. Let's say no to the BS. Let's say no to the garbage, right? Let's say yes to our goals. Let's say yes to our successful relationships. Let's say yes to, those things that serve us well, right? I also used to tell my guys because it was a very important in the business that we were in to have and maintain a positive attitude. This was drilled into us every single day, every single day. The number one key to success is having and maintaining a positive attitude. Positive thoughts are going to get you positive results. And we knew this to be true because anybody knows that if you're in a downer space or if you're operating from a negative space, if you're moving around with a whole lot of weight on you, how can you build something amazing? How can you achieve something amazing? How can you get consistent results and you don't feel that way internally, right? You don't feel that way internally. Internally, because you are dwelling on so many things, and usually the things, well, I don't even say that because some things are big, some things are small. At the end of the day, it's how you receive it and perceive it. But I'm going to go back to what I said earlier in the call. When I was running my franchise and I had to show up every day in my office for 40 or 50 reps, and I had to be leadership for them and make sure that they had the energy necessary to go out and perform for the day, I had to put dwelling aside. I had to put the issues, I had to curb the distractions, I had to put the negatives out my way when it was time to show up for work. And I'm telling all you guys on this call today, it's time to show up for work. It's time to show up for yourself. It's time to show up for your family. It's time to show up for your business. And part of showing up, because a lot of us may take that to mean, oh, I've not been showing up. I got to do so much right now. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying step back and get a hold of you. I'm saying step back and put yourself in the best position energetically. I'm saying step back and put yourself in the best position positively. I'm saying align yourself with the doers, right? Do more, dwell less. The doers will win. Identify the doers, align yourself with doers, and become a doer. That's what this whole push is about. You know, that's what this whole call is about. And we're going to keep pushing that until we have a community, until we have a growth, until we have a environment of people who say no to dwelling and say yes to doing. All right. So let's talk about personal development. Okay. Because I can talk to you guys about, doing more and dwelling less and taking action and curbing distraction and not letting, all of the negatives enter your psyche and take over you. But the reality is the shit be heavy. It's real. Shit be going on. Stuff be happening. You're going through things. I get it. This is where the personal development comes. This is where the tools come. This is where the self-investment comes. This is where the proper preparation prevents poor performance comes. Because even with me talking about this concept of doing more and dwelling less, if I hadn't identified that all these people around me were dwelling and not doing enough, that the reason why my guys weren't having success because they were so caught up in their heads and they weren't taking action, I wouldn't have been able to grow and be successful as I've been able to become, because I would still be dwelling myself. I would still be my response to adversity, my response to, negative things that happen in the moment, my response to what would appear to be as a setback would still have me set back. It would still have me sitting still. It would still have me procrastinating. It would still have me existing in a place of self doubt. It would still have me operating from a space of fear. I wouldn't even be able to see positive growth. I wouldn't even be able to see successful outcome. And if you can't see success in the long term, it's going to be hard to be successful or live out your dreams, because dreams and success and businesses and even our best personal lives are built over time. It's built through consistency. But you can't be consistent and operate on the high level that you need to operate consistently if we're dwelling and not doing, right? So I encourage you guys out there, if you're watching this YouTube, if you're on the channel, if you catch it later, I really want you to say to yourself, it's time to stop dwelling and it's time to start doing. Your life, your goals, your dreams, the people around you, me, right? Because I love the doers. The doers inspire me. The people who are able to, overcome obstacles, overcome adversity. I'm able to see they were able to do it. It's why I can exist. It's why I can say, hey, let me start this brand, Entrepreneurs Are Us, and push it, because it's adverse. You have businesses that where you're not making sales, your business is not growing, but you start to dwelling on that. You start, and that becomes your business. That becomes your result. You're like, oh, I'm not making sales this month. I'm not making sales today. This is what my guys used to say. Oh, Byron, I don't know why I couldn't make my sales today. And they were so focused on why they couldn't make the sales today. I had to remind them that, hey, you're so focused on why you couldn't or why you didn't make your sales today that you're not even putting the energy on making sales today or being the best at sales. Like, is this type of energy, is this type of confidence, if this type of expectation even existing for you? Do you see yourself as a top earner? Do you see yourself as a leader? Do you see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, a successful businesswoman, businessman? Is this a reality for you? Are you looking in the mirror? Are you speaking this into your existence? Are you telling yourself this every day? Or are you dwelling on the losing side of things? I want that to set in, and I want you to ask yourself that. Am I dwelling? Am I making excuses? Am I unsure? And if you are in that moment that you say that to yourself, it's fine, because when I snapped out of it, I was too. Every person that I trained and developed, when I got them to snap out of it, I realized they were too. So I had to remind them, just like I'm reminding you, to stop dwelling and start doing small, small steps. Small steps of consistent doing leads to big and massive results, right? You can't expect to do something one time. You can't expect to feel a certain way one day out of the week. So one day out of the week, you're feeling up, you're feeling energetic, you're feeling happy, but you allow yourself to be stripped or robbed of the other 3, 4, 5 days out of the week. What do you expect to come from that? You're behind the wheel. You're behind the ball. And so when I talk about, being proactive versus reactive, when I talk about proper preparation, preventing poor performance, that's what I mean. Get the education, get in the community, get in the environment, get on these calls, get the information from the people who are not only been through it and can share these things with you, but's going through it, you know? And that's why I'm here. I'm here to share this story with you guys. And not only to share a story of past success, but as you guys have seen in my promotion, I'm saying let's go together. I'm here to share with you guys this story, the solution, the concept of doing more and dwelling less that's going to lead us to our future success. And it's going to keep us consistent with success. And it's going to allow us to experience the most and experience the best that, life has to offer. Because we're moving with the mentality that we are the doers. and the doers will win. You know, we are the doers, and the doers will win. What are you doing today? What is your focus today? Where's your mental space? You know, and I want you to take control of that. You know, and I do. I don't want to come off as if I don't understand, because I do. But I'm here to tell you that the solution is getting up. The solution is stop dwelling. The solution is day by day, brick by brick. As those of you all who know me or may have heard me, who spent time with me, day by day, brick by brick. That's the concept, right? Day by day is consistency, brick by brick is execution. I'm gonna say it again. Day by day is consistency. Up, we at it again. Up, we at it again. They thought we was finished. They thought we was gonna stop. Yep, we at it again. Oh, there you go again. Oh, there she go again. Each and every day. The brick by brick is execution. Well, they just did this one. Oh, they just scored another touchdown. Oh, they just set up another play. Oh, we see it happening. Oh, we see it working. Brick by brick. But if you can't identify what's working for you and what your focus is day by day, brick by brick, then where are you going? What are you doing? Is your business idle? Is your vision idle? Are your dreams idle? And I only can speak like this here today because my, I've started things and stopped things and left things sitting many of times because I got impatient, because I got distracted, because I started dwelling. I wasn't seeing the results that I desired to see when I thought it was supposed to occur. And I lost track of the systems, and I lost track of what has worked over and over and over and over again for all the great entrepreneurs that we've been able to see and witness in our lifetime, and that we're going to see and witness moving forward, including you if you receive this message, and definitely me. Entrepreneurs are us, rich nerds, rich new entrepreneurs rising daily. Guys have to join in on this push, right? And what we identify with is simply the doers will win. The doers will win. Do more, dwell less. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Protect your vision. Protect your goals, right? Dwelling is unhealthy. You know, sitting back constantly, allowing the heaviness, the pressure, the self doubt, allowing that stuff to sit on you, allowing that stuff to consume you, it's unhealthy. Not only is it unhealthy personally, it's unhealthy financially, right? I guarantee you that sitting around dwelling and worrying about what you don't got or what you haven't done isn't going to fix anything. Only thing that's going to fix that is to start doing and start doing now and start doing consistently, daily. I guarantee you, you're going to be successful. The only way you're not is if you stop and you start dwelling again. And then I'll be just come back, jump on my next call, you jump on my next live stream so I can tell you again to do more and dwell less. I'm going to tell you over and over and over again as we march together, right? And there's a lot more that, you know, I'm going to share with you guys, and there's a lot more principles, in my digital guide and just it with me and my coaching that I can't wait for you guys to experience because, like I said, it's been a major game changer for me, and it's going to be a major game changer for you. And getting this information is super important. I can't tell you where I would be if I didn't have this knowledge and if I didn't understand just simply that I was spending so much time in my life in dwell mode that it was stopping me from doing. Like when you start doing, you just get momentum. You become on autopilot. And I'm encouraging you guys to start. Be consistent. Let that momentum build up. Let that fire build up. Let your blessings flow. Give yourself a chance to be in alignment with the things that you say that you desire to see. Right. And so That's really what I want you guys to take away from this call today. I really wanted to come here, and just encourage you with everything going on right now. This is the most opportune time in the world because the world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for your ideas. The world is waiting for your bright smile. The world is waiting for the greater side of you, the active you, not the down dwelling you. We don't get to experience you if you're down, you're dwelling. If you're in a closet, if you're in a corner, if you're so bent out of shape you can't talk today, if you're so hurt because you let somebody hurt you and you're carrying it on with you every day. We don't get to experience you. Your family doesn't get to experience you. It's heavy. I'm encouraging you to stop dwelling and start doing. Get outside, get you some air, start reading, start learning, start growing, start building, start connecting. And that's all you have to do is just start. That's it. You don't have to be something special. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be passed down to you. Great. Yeah, I wish it was for me. We getting it out the mud. We getting it out the mud. Because we understand and we learn that hey, we can be dwelling or we can be doing. What's going to give us the best results that we want to see, right? We can be dwelling or we can be doing. The doers will win. So I encourage you not to overcomplicate this, and I really want to thank everybody that takes the time or took the time to tune into this call. And I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear that you heard me, that you received this message, and that you're no longer dwelling, but you're gonna live a life of being a doer, and that you understand that the doers will win. And you don't have to let what the majority because think about it, the successful people are the 1% and the 10%. So the doers are going to be the 1%ers and the 10%ers, right? The majority is dwelling. The majority is sitting idle. The majority is sitting in a negative space, complaining, dwelling, being distracted, making excuses. This is what's happening. Do you want to be that? Is that where you want to stay? No. No, 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 no. And time is of the essence. We can't be operating and moving like we just have forever to live out our goals and our dreams. The time is now. So I want you guys to take this today, start today, this second, this minute, this moment, implement this into your daily routine, your daily existence, and connect with me. Look, I know you guys are seeing me on YouTube, but I'm a real person, right? I'm in my office. I'm vibed out. This is my vibe, and it's early in the morning, and I just want. I'm doing right now. You know, I'm not operating from a space of dwelling. My energy is not down. I'm focused. I'm committed, and I want to share with you guys. So I want you guys. I don't want us to overthink this. Tap in with me, right? Get the digital guide. Start joining me on these calls. Shoot me a DM. Start asking questions. If you're not familiar with all the opportunities that I have, it's so many. We got the Digital University, the Ultimate CEO University. We're coming to that community. Learn how to build you a digital empire online. Learn how to automate your business. We got DP branding and consulting that will be able to help automate your business. This episode is brought to you by Entrepreneurs Are Us, Rich New Entrepreneurs Rising Daily, e-commerce store. All of this stuff is active and available in my link in bio. We have basic credit repair digital guides. We have business credit repair digital guides, all in the link in bio. We have so many resources that can help you, that can be game changers for you, and they're all extremely early bird affordable. Like, really take some time out. I really want you guys to tap in with me. I do. I want you guys to look and see, look in the link in bio, see the empire is built. Stop only thinking and stop only connecting with finished products. Let's go together. What we're building is massive, and I want you to come along. But we're only looking to work with doers because the doers will win. We want a community of doers. We don't want to be dwelling. We now for my dwellers out there, yes, we want you to come along so we can tell you to stop dwelling and start doing, and we can encourage you, and we can invite you, and we can welcome you in with open arms to a world of winning, to a world of success, to a world of positive energy. So much negative out there. But what's going on behind the scenes is what's going to matter most. And when I say behind the scenes, I want you guys to know that what's going on with you internally, right? So many people focus on what's going on externally, right? And it's a lot of negatives to sort through, it's a lot of positives to sort through. But I want you to pay attention and focus on what's going on with yourself internally. And I want you to stop that noise. I want you to take control of those issues. And once you do that and you turn those things into your goals, your dreams, doing positive relationships, positive outcomes, successful community, high vibrations, and you take control and you say, this is what I'm on, I guarantee you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. So it's time for us to stop dwelling and start doing. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you today. I'm excited for you tomorrow. I'm excited for you in the future. I encourage you to be excited for yourself and let's go together, you know? And just to end this call, because obviously you see I have on the shirt Entrepreneurs Are Us, but entrepreneurship is so near and dear to me, right? So I have this on my desk and I'm gonna give you guys the definition. Entrepreneur, a person who risks their own money for freedom rather than exchanging their freedom for money. Invest in yourself, people. But the investment in yourself doesn't have to start monetarily, it starts internally. And when you start to invest in yourself internally and build yourself up, you will be an attraction magnet for financial wealth, prosperity, and those things that are near and dear to you. You will attract it, right? So we're gonna stop there. I thank you guys for tuning in. I wish you guys well. I hope that this call serves you well in your personal lives, in your business lives. I look forward to hearing from some of you all. Leave a comment, drop a comment. Sensei, definitely thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you were able to receive this message wholeheartedly. Coach Days, I see you out there. You're definitely a genius and well on your way to massive success and wealth. Anybody on this broadcast, tap in, check out Coach Days. Um, it's just so much going on right now. We want to share with you guys and we want to build with you guys. Let's go together. Do more, do less.